Hey viewers, Pwalpar here. Thought I'd do a bit of a vlog today. It's October the 3rd. A couple of things I thought I'd mention. I made a couple little notes here I can jot down to remind myself. Back on September 22nd, I did a video or vlog talking about updating Google Chrome on my desktop computer. Now, you know when you update if you're using a mobile phone, your apps pretty well has to be automatically updated regularly, and that pretty well, the cell phone pretty much updates itself as far as the way the apps work. But on your desktop, you have to update Google Chrome occasionally to get it to work properly. And on September the 22nd, it got to where it was dragging so bad, I couldn't even get on YouTube or Google Chrome, anywhere on the internet hardly, without waiting 15 minutes for the computer to slow up. A little research, and I found out it's a problem in Google Chrome. You have to update it. Well, I pointed that out and showed my viewers how my Chrome browser was working much better after updating the Chrome. Well, today I was noticing that my Chrome was dragging again. But if you think back, a day or so after I updated my software on Google Chrome on my desktop, my Windows 11 computer updated its software. And as a result, I think I made some changes on the way the browser works. Today it got to where it was dragging again. I never thought about you have to go back to Google Chrome regularly and check, but I felt it could be the same problem. So I clicked on Google Chrome, the three little dots up there in the right hand corner, scrolled down to About Google Chrome, and sure enough, when I clicked on Google Chrome, it started updating again. It did it all by itself. All I had to do was go to About Google Chrome and it updated. And I'll be darned if it ain't working 100% better. About the same time my mobile phone upgraded and updated its entire software from my Samsung phone. And it's all kind of AI stuff being produced on the mobile phones now. That might have something to do with why the browser is not quite cooperating. But I do like Google Chrome. So you don't have to worry about your mobile phone. It pretty well apps will update themselves. Anyway, it's working a lot better now. A couple things I wanted to talk about. Let's see what I want to go to first. Lately I've been producing quite a few YouTube short videos. YouTube shorts give me quite a few views on my channel, and it's something that I need to try to drag in more subscribers and get more views on my channel. Anyway, I've been producing quite a few shorts. I've been using my Corel Videostudio to do that with. Corel Videostudio can be a little complicated to work, but I pretty well figured out how to make the square format for shorts and the vertical mobile phone type appearance for shorts. And I've been getting pretty good views. Some of them get up 1,000 or better views just to the little shorts that I've been producing. My regular vlogs, I'm lucky if I get a couple hundred. So usually it's a Railfan remake. I might do some shorts on some of my other videos, but I've been doing pretty good with my Railfan remake videos. I'm sure most of my viewers, if you're one of the Railfans, have noticed that. Yesterday I was sitting here watching old George the Shadetreefixitman, and he was working on his lawnmower and trying to get up off his knees. I feel for you, George. I have the same problem trying to get up if I'm down. Anyway, old George fell over backwards trying to get up, and I'm sure it didn't feel too good. He probably got a little bruised his pride more than anything else, but he fell on his petunia out there in the backyard trying to work on his lawnmower. And he made light of it, but I'm sure it didn't feel too good to him. But it brought to mind here about, I don't know, a year or two back, I fell out here and broke my hip. It's a good thing George didn't break something, because he's had his share of medical problems. I'm glad you didn't get hurt too bad, George. I do hope you get that lawnmower straightened up. Out there doing much more difficult work than us old men ought to be doing, but I do the same kind of stuff. Just be careful out there working if you're an old person or doing whatever. It's real easy to fall and get hurt. So I'm talking about my older viewers. A lot of my viewers are older people. Another thing I noticed this morning, well, no, it was probably yesterday I noticed it. If you stream a lot of YouTube videos on your television, on your smart TV, YouTube has changed the way their player works quite a bit. I'm used to being able to thumb right down with my TV remote control and subscribe to somebody's channel or save a video to my watch later or sometimes. But all the buttons are kind of a different place now on the players with YouTube. But in some ways I like the new player, the way it works better. I think it's got a lot to do with this AI situation coming into play. The other day we were coming back from Barnesville. I think it was the day before we made our driving trip to go eat at the Catfish house. I'll talk more about that in a minute. We went to Barnesville. On the way back, I come down the hill there on Highway 36, doing about 55. I might have been doing a little faster than 55. Speed limit's either 45 or 55 on that road. Come around a curve and Butts County Sheriff was coming into play. He hit a stop sign. He pulled out behind me. Wife got all upset. Oh, you better slow down. He's going to get you. He's going to get you. Well, I was slowing down. I got down to about 55, 50. I wasn't sure what the speed limit was. Finally, I come on a speed limit sign, and that particular speed limit was 45. So I kept on getting about 48, maybe 49. He's going to get you, he's going to get you. I said, if I put on my brakes right now, and he's following right on my bumper, he's definitely pacing me to see if I'm guilty of something. But I told her, I said, if I slow down and start acting extra careful and being overcautious, it just makes me look guilty, like I got something to hide. If he wants to get me for going 3 or 4 miles over the speed limit, by God, let him get it. Most of them police will give you a break a few miles over the speed limit anyway. But that's the worst thing you can do is slow down and go real slow. That's how a lot of drunk drivers get caught. They're being too careful. Or either that or they're out there weaving all over the road. If you drive by a cop and you act real extra careful, either you're a 90-year-old lady and can't see very well, or you got something to hide. Most everyday driving people drive like they normally would. Maybe be a little more cautious. Give you turn signals or whatever if they're behind you. But anyway, that Butts County Sheriff followed me all the way till I got to Barnesville Road, about 5 or 6 miles. Stayed right on my bumper. And we made the left on Barnesville Road and he went on towards Jackson, Georgia. And I wasn't going to act the least bit guilty, but I sure didn't want no speeding ticket. Today we went over to Jackson, Georgia and got us a big old chicken dinner to go. We had a good old feast on that. Had to go pay some property tax at the tax office over there in Butts County. We own a few acres of land down the road here, and that has to be paid every year. But we stopped and got that fried chicken, stopped to the post office, paid a few bills, and come on home. And we enjoyed our chicken dinner. The other day we went to Catfish house down here in Milner. Pigged out on some catfish and seafood dinner. Mostly we specialize in eating their fried catfish. Some of you northern people might not be used to eating catfish with the bone still on it. You know, you can buy catfish fillets that's been regular flayed up just like an ordinary piece of fried fish. But in the South, when you're talking about eating fried catfish, you're talking about eating whole fish. I'll put a picture up here if I think of it. They're fried nice and crispy with the skin all pulled off, and there's nothing more delicious than a fried catfish. One of my viewers over England, I believe it was, said it must taste like shark. I guess he's thinking that a catfish is kind of streamlined like a shark, and it's got a different kind of skin. It don't have scales, but it don't taste nothing like no shark. Some people will pick up that whole catfish and just kind of nibble at it and eat the meat right off the bones. I usually use my fingers. You can't eat catfish without getting a greasy mess on your fingers. But I'll just pull the meat right off the bones until you got a big old long skeleton of fish bones. Throw that aside and get you another one. And you pig out until you're full. Then you go to one of these places, all you can eat catfish. Some people sit down and eat 10 dang catfish. I think I ate 4. The wife ate about 4. And that was plenty for us, because I had lots of other stuff. It was a buffet style dinner there at Rivers Run. First time we ever been in there. The price was a little steep for the all-you-can-eat buffet, but that's what we ordered. But we didn't want to be picky. I imagine you can order just, you know, a regular plate or whatever, but we got the all-you-can-eat. Although we didn't eat all we could eat. When I was younger, I'd put them out of business trying to eat all their food. But nowadays, I don't overtake. I do not over-partake. But I was plenty full when we came out of there. What else did I want to talk about? One final little tidbit of info on today's vlog. Any of my viewers who want to follow me on Facebook, I'm going to put a link in the description. That ought to get me a few more extra views on YouTube. A lot of my members have a Facebook page. You're welcome to follow me on Facebook. I'll put the link to Pwalpar and Walter Parks. I normally use Walter Parks most of the time. So friend me at Walter Parks at Facebook. I'll put a link in the description. If you do, I'll certainly appreciate it. I'm going to get on here and probably produce a couple of shorts on my desktop computer. But I do hope everybody has a good weekend. And it won't hurt my feelings a bit if you reach down there and click the old like button. Make my channel look good if people like my videos or like watching them. Once again, I'll tell everybody to have a good weekend. And we'll catch y'all later. It's Pwalpar saying, catch you next time.